Hello, this is Sonika Chojecka and this is Go Against the Tide TV and a special program with Ken and Dave, students from Hong Kong living in Poland. Hello, it's a privilege to have you in our studio in Lublin.
Hello.
Hello. Dzień dobry.
And we have, of course, Pastor Paweł Chojecki, the chief of Against the Tide TV.
Hello.
Great to have you again here. And we will talk firstly about the protest you organized in Warsaw. It will be on 29th of September, this Sunday.
Yes.
And together against China's threat, you can also find an event at Facebook. My first question will be, why will you protest in Warsaw?
Well, we want to show the solidarity with Hong Kong people that we are fighting for freedom, that we are on the front line of the war for freedom.
Yeah, and also because, as you know, the protest has been for more than 100 days, and we are going into a deadlock. So we want to make something bigger and to show the world what's going on in Hong Kong. And that's why we planned to have the protest on the coming Sunday together with other cities in the world and to show our demands and also what we are going to do to the world and let the world know and to let them to help us.
You have organized such a protest in June this year, and what was the reaction of Polish people and Polish media?
I think at that time, first of all, it was quite in a hurry, so we didn't have much preparation and people didn't really know about the protest. So as you can see in the video, there were only around 20 people of us. So it was a quite small protest. And so I think that protest wasn't really a success. But I think this time we are all prepared and we have contact with different communities and they will show support to us. I think this one will be more successful than last time.
This time also Falun Gong, of course our editor house Go Against the Tide will support you, and also Vietnam people, because you are speaking not only for Hong Kong but for Christians, for Taiwan, for every people who are suppressed by Chinese Communist Party. And could you tell us more about what is the threat from a Communist Party to the Hong Kong?
Well, first, like the extradition bill, it was released by the chief executive of Hong Kong, Carrie Lam, early this year, but it totally violate the one country, two systems, and then because it will destroy the independent judicial power. So that's why it woke up a lot of people to protest against this bill. So that's why a lot of marches in Hong Kong.
Yeah, and the second thing you just mentioned about different communities in Poland supporting our protests. And the reason why we want them to join us is that because we all have the common enemy from China, and the threat from China is not just affecting us or like in Asia, it's like a global problem because the egoistic of the communist China expansionism. So that's why we unite or we connect people from Vietnam, Taiwan, also Tibet, and also Poland to fight against this common goal, which is democracy and also justice.
But Communist Party is a big threat not only in China but in Poland too. We have seen in Warsaw China agents which attacked our television. Are you afraid of some communist attacks in Poland?
Yeah, I think that incident happened, I think, last week was just like a tip of the iceberg, because as you may see or you may know, China is getting bigger and bigger influence in general in Europe, also in Poland as well. Like, for example, last year it was on the news, like the Chinese agents or like the employees from Huawei were arrested from the office because they were trying to steal intelligence and also information from Poland. So it's like, it's not just the rumors, it's already an example, and the case is happening in Poland.
So we encourage you very much to join this protest together against China's threat. It will be, as I said, on 29th of September, this Sunday, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Near side gate of Embassy of China, Świętojerska Street. How could you encourage the last words people from Poland and abroad to come to this protest and be with you?
Well, I think like just come to join us. I mean, we are facing the same problem globally, not just our Hong Kong people, not the Asian, but also in Europe, because we can see the invisible invasion from China, from the soft power, from the technology, by the One Belt, One Wall, is invading Europe invisibly. So if we don't speak out, we will never speak again.
I would say history is repeating. For example, when you look back to history of Poland, like 30 years ago and 40 years ago, so there was a Solidarność movement, and people unite together around the world, also fighting against the same enemy, Communist Party, but that was Russian, but this time it's China.
Yeah.
So I think like 30 years ago, people who around the world support Polish to fight against the Communist Russia, the Soviet Union. So I think this time, people from Poland can stand with us to fight against the communists, just like what people did in 30 years ago.
Amen.
Yes, in our television we very often inform about Hong Kong matters, because we agree with you that it is our common matter, common goal to stop communist government, to stop communist infiltration, which is now on the whole world.
And thank you, editor Hannah Shen, our correspondent in Taiwan, for spreading this news. And please, you share this program, share this Facebook event, and come to the protest this Sunday, Chinese Embassy in Warsaw. Thank you so much, Ken and Dave, brave students from Hong Kong, were today with us in Go Against the Tide studio. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Paweł.
Thank you.
And see you soon.
Free Hong Kong! Free Hong Kong! Free Hong Kong!